Hello everybody, my name is Ord, and welcome back to Ord Narrations. Today we're going to be reading a story about a girl whose boyfriend makes jokes about hooking up with other girls. Seems like it's going to be quite the wild ride. So, the post reads, he often makes jokes about having sex with other women, or will say things like, oh, if I was single, I could have easily gotten with this girl. I answer him, then you can be single if you want. He'll answer, I can fuck any girl I want. If I wanted to be single, I would be. But no, I'm with you because I want to be with you. But to me, it is just weird that he makes those kinds of comments. The most recent one was today. He's going away for the weekend because he's going to be a speaker at a conference. His boss is gay, and he's going with him, and he told me, I won't be able to get bitches. I ignored this comment, and then he said, imagine I hook up with a girl that comes to the conference, lol. She's going to feel so happy she hooked up with the speaker. I told him these types of comments bother me. It's not the first time. And he told me he is just joking. Why does he make these types of jokes? Is it normal? Am I overreacting? And should I take it as a joke? TLDR, boyfriend jokes about hooking up with other girls. Sounds to me like he's an absolute piece of work. If you're in a relationship with someone, you should never be making comments like that. Ever. Even if you are the speaker. Most likely if he's going to a conference, unless he's the big boss, he's probably just a speaker at a conference. Sounds like he's a little bit too big for his boots. Your boyfriend's comments show a massive amount of disrespect for the relationship. And if I were you, I wouldn't put up with it. There's a couple of options, in my opinion. He's either testing the waters to see what he can get away with, or he's trying to do the insecure partner's strategy, which would be to kind of knock you down to his level of insecurity so that you feel like you wouldn't be able to do any better, potentially. So, I would say leave. Let's read some of the comments. Someone writes, no, this is not normal. It's very disrespectful behavior. You're not overreacting. If anything, you're underreacting. He sounds incredibly immature and does not care about your feelings whatsoever, and is full of himself. I'd break up with him if it was me. Someone replied to this comment saying, he's making these comments because he's negging you, i.e. making negative comments in order to keep you in line. Not overreacting, he's only joking in the sense he wants to have deniability. Ooh, yeah, that's a good point, to be fair. By being like, it's just a joke, bro. It's just a prank. It's trying to completely invalidate your feelings afterwards. Sounds like he just needs to man up a little bit, take some responsibility of his own. Someone else replied, do the same thing. If I was single, I'd bang so many guys. The things I'd do with them. Damn, I seen this guy today. If it wasn't with you, I'd smash, etc. LMFAO. Watch him get mad. A little bit more toxic, but I get the feel, I get the vibe. Someone replied to that saying, I feel like your relationship is pretty much over when you have to resort to doing these things. That said, I'd probably do this myself for a week or so before ending it. I think that's fair. That's fair. Put him in his place. If he's been doing this for months, he deserves at least one of them, surely. Someone replied to that saying, you're not wrong. The fact that he's an adult and speaks like that. I used to deal with it too when someone talks to you like that. It makes you so insecure. Even if before you were confident, it seriously makes you question yourself. Am I not good enough? Maybe if I had a different body, it'd be better. Maybe if my face was different, etc. So yeah, not worth it in the end. Unless they do understand the hurt they caused and never do it again, because some people can be immature. It's a little bit more of a toxic reply, but yeah, I mean, this would definitely put him in his place. Would definitely put him in his place. Maybe how he actually feels, and he's just taking it out on you, trying to make you feel the same way. And he's like projecting it onto you, if that makes sense. Someone else commented, to be honest, I feel like he's saying it as a promise, like he is about to or has been cheating. Or for some reason is getting a weird kink out of hurting your feelings by saying such things. Either way, I'd run, with a little running man emoji. I don't know if I'm about to put this in the video, but someone else commented, he's using those pickup artist techniques to lower your self-esteem. Some PUAs, pickup artists, think girls with lower self-esteem are easier to control. I would tell him to offer himself to his gay boss. His boss can fill his empty, inflated ego. That's a class reply. I like that. That's funny. That's funny. Bit of sass. But the pickup artist thing is actually very true. Having heard people react to pickup artist content, they do try and argue that, like, when you're with a girl, you should ask her if, oh, what is it? There's some stupid one. Like, has she brushed her teeth today? Just like the most horrendous advice. Effectively trying to make her insecure about something so she obsesses over it. Their argument, it's so dumb, is that she'll try extra hard to win your validation next time or over other things. What actually happens is you become obsessive and it becomes really toxic. It's just bad advice all around. It's not healthy at all. Someone else commented, "This is so beyond inappropriate. And the fact he completely dismisses you vocalizing that it makes you uncomfortable shows how little he cares about your feelings and comfort. If you discuss a hard boundary of something obviously upsetting your partner and they frivolously shoot it down by saying they're just joking, there will be more serious instances of disrespecting boundaries down the line. I would make it a point to sit him down and discuss how you feel on the matter. And if he continues to behave like that, your next question is if this is someone you want to be with much longer. I'm so sorry you're dealing with this." Someone else commented, "My ex did those kinds of jokes, quote unquote, too. It ended up with me being insecure and developing toxic behaviors, like looking through his phone and stalking his social media accounts. If you've told him many times about this and yet he still doesn't, it's because he doesn't respect you. People don't change if they don't want to. You need to consider breaking up with him." Someone replied to that saying, "They do that to lower your self-esteem. That way you never leave them, because they make you believe you'll never do better. It's fucked up." It is really messed up. Yeah, this from your post, OP, it sounds like you just need to get the hell out of there. Someone else commented, "Leave immediately. Find a real man who actually deserves you, not this half-baked tosspot with a lack of respect, not only for you, but also women in general. He has zero respect for you. This is an attempt to put you down by making you feel lucky to be with him, because he can get anyone he wants. Yes, that kind of attitude may get him the occasional hookup every now and then, because some people are dumb and give it away too easily just because they're hot or bad. You need someone who is more aligned with your future goals, whatever they may be. When you're approaching someone, though, never give away what your goals are. It's far too easy for a guy to just agree and say, yeah, that's what I want too, because he thinks that's the way to win you over. Ask them, why is it your goal? If they cannot elaborate on why it's their goal, it's most likely a lie. They're just trying to seem they are on the same path. Just some tips from a 33-year-old male who has been that guy in the past and has experienced these same things in return from women, and also done them myself. And they write in brackets, "Don't worry, I've grown up a lot since then." I hope you have. That's embarrassing behavior. Embarrassing behavior. Someone made a comment saying, "I'd have gone on the first time a dude said something like that to me. Why are you dating this guy? He has no respect and admittedly no loyalty. He wants to be a player, but he's too stupid and pathetic to actually get any himself. Or he'd be banging chicks behind your back every night. You're just the sucker who tolerates this and comforts him and gives him what he wants, no matter what. At least that's how he sees you. Please value yourself more than this. You're 25, OP. This guy acts like a high schooler. I don't know why he's not an embarrassment for you, honestly. You'll cringe in 10 years that you were ever with this loser, once you have a real man and a little bit of retrospect and hindsight." I definitely agree with that last bit. Hindsight's 2020, but yeah. I mean, the fact that you've made a post on Reddit says everything you need to know. It sounds like you already know the solution. You're just checking, I guess, that it's reasonable. Someone else made a comment saying, "It might be an unsavory habit that he developed when he was single, i.e. evaluating every girl's attractiveness. I think you need to make it more clear that he's offending you and that if he doesn't stop, you might consider leaving him." If I was saying it, I would change the might to a will. Don't make it a threat, make it a promise. It's disrespectful to you to speak about other women like that, as if he's interested in them. It's pretty immature and stupid, and if he's serious about you, then he should be more conscientious. Completely agree with that. If he actually cared about the relationship, or if he was in it to win it, the relationship, he wouldn't be doing this. This is such like an own goal, if that's your end goal. Someone replied to this saying, "After the first time it should have been clear. She's brought it up to him multiple times, and now he's doing it knowingly. She shouldn't keep putting in the effort if he just blows her off like this." I completely agree. Someone else commented, "I think that sometimes those jokes are not jokes. He might be using the burnt soil strategy." I've never heard of that. "Telling you these really disrespectful things in an attempt to conceal the fact that he is indeed cheating. or he is so insecure about your relationship that he projects his fear of you cheating in these stupid statements. Either way, it's not healthy. 100%. 100%. This is not a healthy behavior, a healthy relationship behavior. This is like toxic, insecure behavior. Someone else commented, he's not joking. He's testing you out with an eye to convincing you that it's okay for him to cheat. Oh, that could be the play here, actually. This person could be right. If he can convince you and gaslight you into thinking that you're not worth it, then he could convince you into justifying or rationalizing his future behavior if he's got something planned. Regardless, disgusting behavior. Someone else commented saying, he's waving a huge red flag, saying he has no respect for you. One of these days, he's not going to stop himself, and he's going to tell you about it just to watch it hurt you. You need to get out of it now before he starts doing stuff to show he has no respect for you, or had no respect for you. Oh, heavy stuff, OP. The general consensus, I think, is that it's not healthy. It's not, regardless of the cause or the reasoning behind it, whatever. It's not a healthy thing to do, and that you should not be putting yourself through this at all. Yeah, if it were me, I would have left him in the dust. So, what do you think OP should do? What would you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments. I guess we should leave it there. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.